Alrighty, welcome back, everybody. It's a Friday. I like Fridays. Me and Jolene are going to do something after we do the video, and she got to upload. So that means we got to do a few things. But me and Jolene are going on a hunt. We're going to look at a three-wheel Harley Davidson, three-wheeler. It's a factory-made three-wheeler Harley Davidson, 1969. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go look at that. So I'm kind of excited about that. I don't know nothing about it really, but it interests me, sort of, I guess. What I have here, yesterday, I cut two pieces. There was a guy on the live chat, was real quick and said, that ain't going to work. Congratulations. And what's going on is I put one in the front. That was the front piece. They're cut down there a little bit different, and I'll tell you why. I'm going to get this piece out first. Get this piece out first. This is the piece I made and that I put in there. Cut that out of metal. I did that. Put that in there first. And that was my first piece. The second piece I did not throw away. I cut it in half. I put a little piece in the center. It's on the back side. I'll weld it up there, grind it off, maybe put whatever. You'll never see it, never notice it. It made it easy just to put that one piece in there and that one piece in there and then throw a little pattern in there. I took and cut this on the corner here. I took a piece of tape. This is what I did. I took the tape. I went in here, made the corner, drew it down, made the corner, come around, and then went back up. And the reason being, this is what I'm going to show you as we go over here. We'll go over to the truck. On this truck, when I put the hinge up, and when I was underneath the hood, I put the hinge all the way up, and then I marked this end. That's what I did. I don't want the hinge to fit the hood like that. I want the hinge to fit the hood like this, if possible. What me and Aiden did, when the camera got shut down, I held the level, we put the level across there, we did exactly what the hood would be, and then we measured up to the level, what the distance was, and I think it was 2 1/4 inches. Gives me the hinge like this. We tried our air conditioning, which works also that way. It looks nicer just for visual, from the visual. You would never see if it was underneath the hood, but I want it to fit like that, basically. So what I had to do is I had to go over and measure the underneath the hood down 2 1/4. And what I mean by that, I took the edge of the hood, the hood here, and went 2 1/4. So from the top of the hood to 2 1/4. So that's basically what I've got going on here. When this comes up nice, we laid a level across there and measured up. It was 2 1/4 inches. So what I did is I liked where it was connected on the square stock on the outside, and then all around the hood it gave me a nice inside construction. It did. It holds it all together nice. But this right here where I got to swoop down, this is where my hinges are going, because I've got them marked right there and there. The hinges are going on right here. I have, sorry if I'm moving too fast, darling. I have, Jolene looks amazing today. Jolene took me for breakfast today. We are now, yeah, we'll leave it as that. We got these right here. These connect onto those hinges here, like that. And that will bolt up to our inside construction over here. So these go on here like this, and we're hoping that we got them on straight and we get them on level somewhat. So right now what I have to do is I have to come in and cap this. I'm going to cap this right now to make it look like something. Also, I think I'm going to cap this, the center. Ouch. I'm going to cap the center. Ow. I'm going to cap the center of this by making a piece up through the center there, cap that, and then we'll cap this and put maybe a bend down there. That'll clean the underneath of the hood up. We'll cap this and go around here like this, whatever. When we put the hood on, we'll screw it on maybe with self-tappers or something like that to show us where the holes are. And then we'll put we'll weld a nut in there or something like that so we can take it off and on and do it that way. This bar is still holding us in place. Nothing has moved. I'm happy with it right now. Yeah, I think it's going well. I got the door back on. I'm trying to get the visual of the hinge. I still like the hinges. I still like them. Aiden got all the welding done around the front of the hood yesterday, which made me happy, and he did a real good job. Nothing got warped. Did a very good job. Did a beautiful job. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this piece right now. and cap that. And that's what we're going to do for today. We're going to cap that. Let's do it. I don't want to cut that apart or what. Got some cardboard. I'm always going to the cardboard. And basically what I do is I like to trace if I can. If I can put something on somewhere and trace it, that's how I'm going to do it. And the reason I do it that way, because I get a truer read sometimes. You know, you get reading the old tape measure sometimes, and it can be not the best sometimes, because you can not get it in there right. What I mean by in there right is you might not get your there we go. Got this mic on today. Worked okay yesterday. Worked okay. I'm going to take this right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make this out of 3 pieces. I thought of this thing there. I thought of this here. We'll make this piece, that piece, and then this piece. And the reason I'm saying that because this is a different. There's an angle on here, sort of in the back side. But this piece going around here, and making this round piece, I like to just try to make that at a 1, and then trying to bend it, make it a 1 piece. We can just weld it across here, butt weld it together across there. I think for some reason it would be easier. This is my first piece right here. So it's a nice rainy day, nice and quiet. It's Friday. I know, I got that darn thing. But we're saying that the sound is good, so that's why we're going with it. That's what we're doing. We're saying that the sound was going good. And we can't order new mics on the drop of a dime, can we, baby? We cannot. Not possible. I'm going to check this off. Check and see if it's the same on the other side. So. A little different on that side. A little different. I think I'll trace one for that side. Get off. Yeah, the quicker you get making patterns, the better for yourself. Now we're just going to trace that, just like we did the other side. Now see, that thing's bothering me today. I don't like it, the mic. No, I'm getting it caught on that. And I can see it. It bothered me, boys. It's bothering me. Just wondering why that's not marking. Like I said yesterday, the faster you get this done, the faster you get a panel made. Just mark it off where I stopped on this side and stopped on that side, and just make a straight line going across and hope that it works. So we've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces we got to make, and they all have to be welded on. A hood is a lot of work when you're making the hood, and that's what we're doing. We're making it, or that's what we have done. We've made it. There we go. That fits there. That one fits there. And also, I mean, the paper pattern's a little big. We'll put them on, tack them on, like always, and then we'll take the flapper wheel and grind them back a little bit so we 45 them and they go on right. If we are not going to to do that, then that welding part gets in the way. What I mean by the welding part is, well, when you get making something, you can have the weld in the wrong spot. It's a thing that I talk about full time, but it is what it is. I'm going to take that one off and lay it right there. Take that one off and lay it right there. I'm hoping that this piece of paper, I'm going to add a little tiny bit. I'm going to add, I have to add an inch. By looks of things, I have to add an inch. Let's get over there. Hopefully I can trace that off. We're going to do this instead. Can't get anything there. Watch, see what I'm doing here? Kind of pressing it on there. Now, gonna drop that, get me glasses on. You can see the line where I pressed it on the cardboard. You can see the line, can you see it? Good, good, whole wheat shreddies. Cut this. Thinking it's this one. You know what I thought did? Made me grab this one. Alrighty. That fits all the way up there like that. And we know, get out of there. Man, I got that cardboard fitting some good, haven't I? What? And we're an inch short, I would say. So we're an inch short, we're going to make it an inch long. So we have to get a piece of metal and make it an inch long. Let's do it. So we got these two pieces. I'm going to cut these two pieces first, one at a time. I'm going to get myself a piece of metal. I take my glasses with me. Run down here and get some metal. Try and do this as quick as possible. And the reason I do it as quick as possible, because then I can move on to something else. And I guess that would be the reason I would think anybody would want to do it as quick as possible, so they can move on to something else. I had my friend Lori in this morning, and a couple visitors from Ontario, and they were asking me about the cars and stuff like that. And I told them, or I generally tell everybody, I really enjoy building the car more than driving it. Once I'm done building them, sometimes I really don't know if I even care if I do drive it, you know. It's nice to drive it, obviously, but it's not the main thing that makes me want to build cars. No, it's not. What makes me want to build cars is the adventure I'm having building it. Thinking about how I do it and what I got to do to get it done, you know. Just, yeah, that's how I think. Man, that seems some thick. That seems some thick, but it's all good stuff. Use her up. Use her up. This has got a straight edge over here. I might as well use the straight edge. I'm going to cut the line off of this one. And the reason being is if I stay outside the line, the pattern gets a little bigger. That pattern fit on top of there, so we'll cut the black line off. Cut the black line off. That was risky without my glasses. That was risky. They're in my pocket. They're in my pocket. There's one. Bring that back over, do another one. Also, when you put something like that in there, you can do whatever you want. You can put holes in it if you want to. You can do whatever you want. I haven't got that. I have not got the hole maker and the thing that flanges it and makes it look good. So you can still see I'm still a little bit big there. I'm going to have to flap a lot of that back. I think I want to cut it back before I go too much further, just because I feel like slow me down from, not sure where that didn't mark. I feel just slow me down for figure just slow me down for putting it on if I don't cut it right. Mics look good, baby. There's number one. That's how we want to weld that on there too, just like that. And if we do not get the metal like that, it's pretty hard to grind it off and make it look really nice if it's not placed on there right. You really have to pay attention to that to grind it off so you can't see it. That's basically what I'm trying to say. If you want to grind it off so you can't see it, you really have to place your metal right and do a good job welding. Drive me crazy. The non-marking markers is what drives me crazy. The non-marking markers. But there's been a person that has bought all these markers, so I'm very grateful. How's that? I'm very grateful. We got more cardboard from the cardboard guy, man. Love that stuff. Thanks, Gary, for the cardboard. I would have to, I have to go buy it if you don't, because now I'm hooked. Now I'm hooked. You've got me on the cardboard. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's worse things I could be hooked on, isn't there? Ha! Believe me, that just hit me on the toe. Did you see that? I'm not going to go, wow, because it hurt, because it did. I see that hit me on the toe? Damn it. Put that back in there. Get in there. You're not allowed to take time off. Neither are we. Right? Maybe? Not allowed to take time off. Take that over and bang it with a hammer. Try to get it the size that we want. Don't like to hit my metal too much, but I just want to flap the edge, get the edges down flat. I don't like to whack the metal all that much. No, I don't. I can take a little bit off this one. Just a little bit. Take a little bit off that one. When me and Jolene moved the hood, she wanted me to move the hood over there for her. And when we picked it up, it really felt nice and sturdy, did it not? Yes. And she said, yes, boys, it felt nice. Jolene says she doesn't get mic because we don't have that many mics. Maybe we'll try, though, after a while. We'll get some more mics. So now, I want this piece. I get to grind that back a little bit. Now we want this piece. We get that up there. We'll want that 45 on that one, too. There's no exception when it comes to butt welding or trying to get them to make them look nice. I keep saying it. You cannot grind all the weld off if it is not perfect. You cannot do it. You can, but you're defeating your purpose. Here comes this big piece of metal again. I'm going to lay this down and shear it. Not getting the plasma cutter for that. Don't want to. And the reason being is I have to undo it. I'm going to lay this down, get the straightest piece I can. That ends down here. I want 2 factory ends is what I want. 2 factory ends. Good marker. Look at that. Love that marker. Love that marker. Inch long. There we go. That's what we need. Indeed, that's what we need. So this stuff is I'm just making paper patterns for the inside of the hood. If you've never made a inner side construction for an inside of a hood before, it's pretty basic stuff. We're doing the exact same thing. It's just that you get to make it your way. You get to make the inside bracket the way you want to make it. I'm needing 2 1/4 inches, so I measured down 2 1/4 inches. But you could put a bead in it. You could put whatever you want to do in it. I just feel like we are going to be driving with the hood down, and I'm going to make the bracket nice. Yes, I am. But that's basically what I'm looking at right at the present moment. And of the time that I could spend doing that, there's so much time to spend other places. If you were just doing the underneath of a hood on a car, yeah, put some extra time in it and do a real bang up job on it. But where I'm building such an extensive build like this, I don't think the inside construction is going to make it or break it. It's a hard tool sometimes. You might not think it, but it takes a grown man to cut that with this thing here. She's not working that great. See if she got chipped tooth. People used to tell me, said, "Man, you're good as Chip Foose." I said, "I'm his uncle, Chip Tooth." Right? My baby even laughed at that one. Alrighty, I'm going to tack these bad boys in, and the reason being is I don't want them falling off while I'm trying to make this piece fit. I'll get them in there, get them fitting right, then I'll put that piece in. Move the cardboard there a little bit. I'm going to tack this down a little bit. Just want to tack them in. Do as quick as possible and see what we got. Falling apart already. It's a bad machine. Alrighty. Let's turn this on. Turn the gas on. Aiden, if you're watching, I hope you're having a good day. Hope you're having a good day. I get a lot done. I get a lot done when he comes. Usually you find when you take someone on, sometimes you don't get much done because you're doing more explaining than you really are working. I'm able to explain, and he's able to do it, and it's good. That's the basis, when you take someone on to do something. In this shop, you basically got to be here, brain and in soul and heart, because that's what I want out of somebody. Really, I really do, actually. That's what I like from somebody. I like them all to be here. And it's a lot to expect from somebody when they work here, to get it all. But that's what I expect. Ouch. Not going to push down on the hood too much. We're on the hood. We got to be careful of that. I start jamming down on the hood like that. It's not a good thing. No, it's not. Just going to touch that there. I need the flapper wheel to knock the edge off. I haven't got a good edge that I want. I give the edge to the other side. Now I got to make this side work. And the reason I give the edge to the other side, because I couldn't get the grinder, I didn't want to get the grinder in there like that. I'd rather grind this side. You see what I done there? How I ground that metal down on a 45. You really want to have it if you're going to grind it all off to make it look nice. You really do. And if you don't, shame on you. Because you've been told. I'm just joking. I bit the Jaguar the other day. I was telling you, I had a third arm trying to push in the hood of the Jaguar, trying to get it adjusted by myself. I slipped and I bit the hood and had a like sort of a black lip. And Jolene looked at me. She said, How do you know when a man's been told? I said, I don't know. She goes, well, you can by his black lip. What? How'd you put it? How do you know? What do you tell a man that has a flip? Nothing. He's already been told. So basically that was her joke. It was a good one, wasn't it, honey? I shared it. I shared it, holding it up with my hip while I pushed it on. I'm hoping the other side's good. It is. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now I'm going to flush them off the front, get them flush. I think the guy's from Texas. And has a beard on his profile picture that said no, that won't work. That's what I think. Now I got this piece here. I want to round that off. Right there, man. It's right there. Yeah, it's right there. I think. Not bad. I think I might have it bent too long though. Take this off for a second. I change up my hats once in a while. I know this one's dirty looking, but I'll tell you, once you sweat in them for a little while, they seem to get quite sweaty. And the old hat was getting quite sweaty, so I traded up for a dry sweat one. Gotta get that curve down closer. There we go. You can use anything to bend this. You really, let's be honest, you can use anything. I'm just using this to bend that because I got it here. It's right here. The metal will bend easy. It holds it for me. I don't know what else to say. I know what to say now. Hey! What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it around, see if it fits better the other way or not. I'm going to try at least that. Baby's checking me over. I like it when Jolene checks me over. There we go, that. Do a little more on this one. See, what we should do is we'll tack it on. What we'll do is we'll tack it on that side, and that way there we can work on this side. Nah, I'm not going to use that for now, I don't think. I need a bench to get up in there. She's a double bencher, boys. She's a double bencher. Now, same rule applies. Same rule applies. Just trying to get that on a 45 there. Missed it twice. I was about to ask myself. Here we go. They're fitting right. Good, good, good. Awesome. Nope. Hope I can get that in there like that now. I'm feeling good about that side. The reason I'm feeling good about this side is because it's all 45'd. I'll be able to grind it off when it comes time. I mean by that, I mean all the weld. And it'll still look fabulous. Won't grind it all off, mind you, but I will grind off. There. Cool. Now we're going to make the backside fit. And that's the easy part. That's the easy part. No, it's not the easy part. I'm going to have to cut and slice and dice here a little bit, I see. I want to... Yeah. Got her held down. Tickety-boo. I'm going to have to get the grind. I'm going to get the zip cut. Too much there to... There's too much there to try to sand off. And I have sanded it off before. Yes, I have. But I like a little less. There's quite a bit there to sand off. I don't want to go there. I'll cut it and then sand it. Cut it with a zip cut. When you build a car like this, or you build something, there's a lot of things that you do not think about. And I would say one of these underneath the hood construction was one of them for me. You know, you do not think about it, but it's got to be done when time it comes to hinge it and all that sort of stuff. I like the earmuffs just because this is going to be loud. Where's yours? Cut this off. You can see on that side probably. Alrighty, I'm going to tack it down a couple places. And if it's not 45, it does not matter. I'm just going to tack it down. Then I'll 45 it with the flapper wheel here in a minute. We're going to tack her down. Now, sort of. Just want to be careful pushing down the hood. Don't want to push down the hood too hard. That's all. Just put my leg underneath of it. Yeah, it looks good. Good. Just holding it down, closing my eyes. That's the end of it. Holding it down, closing my eyes, and trying to hold the hood up at the same time. Good. All right. Just going to flapper that wheel that little one. Hit that right there. It's nice. Hit that one on the flapper wheel on the side there a little bit. I need some more off it. It's not 45'd. When I take this grinder, I don't want to go up on it. I want to go down on it. I want to send the metal down. Ain't got time. Sharp. Try not to put pressure on the hood is what I'm trying not to do. But I might have to. Where that's tacked there like that, now I can take my hammer and knock that in. Couldn't push it in before because it was too much pressure. Now I'll just tack it in with my. Once I tack it there, then it'll hold it so I can heat it here. So, if you're having a problem, you're trying to hit something that won't go in for you, give it a shot of weld, and then it'll hold it for you. Here comes our trick now. Hinges will be laying there. Should have my helmet on, but just closing my eyes. Knock this one down here, and then we're on to the next three. Just trying to make sure it's at the right spots where I can, if I grind it off, I'm going to get it all. Alrighty. Let's move this out. It's Friday! Whoop whoop, it's Friday! I'm falling for you, sweetheart. Ha! Nothing, he's already been told. Huh? I had a big lip and she said nothing, he's already been told. Alrighty, let's do a piece for this. Let's do a piece for that. Put them back, did I? Thought I did. Put them right there, that was what I did. Make up my mind, Chatty. Make up your mind. From there, nope, don't want to do that. Make this one. We'll go a little bit further. Because I only marked at that end, I want to fold it down. That one there. I gotta get up in there and do that. I'm gonna steal your bench from you, sweetheart. Okay? Sorry about that, baby. Sorry about that. I'm just gonna lay it on one of the lines. One of the lines. Yeah. Go this way. Doesn't want to work that way. I got that bent piece in the corner. I don't like that. Rolled up on me. Don't like it. Don't like it. Goodbye. Put it on there like so. We'll get her running on one line. That's not even close to back there. I'm going to do that again. All right, there we go. There's our line. What I mean by our line, I want to line up on the back, on the front of this cross member. All right, now I'm just going to get this line. I'm hoping. Here we go. Not sure what I'm going to do there yet. I'll make the piece and see what happens, but I'm not sure if we're going to put a hood ornament on this truck or not. The holes are there because we used the center out of the Merc. The holes are there for a hood ornament. Yes, they are. But we're not sure if we're going to tag it. What I'll do is I'll just make it, sit it in there, and if I decide that I'm going to use it, that's when I'll... That's when I'll go for it. Or I might drill some holes in this. Alrighty. This piece, let's do it. I've got the shear over there. Hope I can get a long piece for this one. Hoping. Probably not. Got to use it. I'm not sure. It might be a little shy. I got a coat hanger to fix it. Oh, there's a piece of metal right there. Let's use this one then. Nope, gonna use this one. You tell me. Wow. The marker people they gotta pick it up. Pick it up. Use these things like once or twice and they're gone. Like it's really frustrating. Come up with a marker that the body man doesn't have to keep using or throwing away. Come up with a marker. That'd be no good now, would it? Huh, baby? That'd be no good now, would it? Let's get this one going. See, you get a little bit shy, but that doesn't hurt my feelings any. There's that one better, I think. Nope, can't follow that line. That was not the right line. And this one here, I sort of would like to get it. Didn't want to do that either. See, I went underneath there. I sort of would like to get it closer than not close, because I do not want to get back in there and flapper wheeling it all. You know, I'd like to see it set on there nicely. I'm going to cut the line. Little Johnny Cash owner, I'm going to walk the line. I'll walk the line. Thanks for all the comments, people. The likes and shares and all that sort of stuff. I appreciate it. Jolene, appreciate it. We are working for you. Yes, we are. But like I always say, everybody's got to work. The day that people grow up thinking that you don't have to work, you have to work, man. Everybody has to work. Everybody got to work. Or should work. Keep your brain busy. It's like cutting my toenails this morning. They weren't quite that long, but close. There we go. I got a little buzz off there. Let's take this over. Take this over. Buzz this off straight. Trying to flatten it out. My mic okay? get up on that stool and see if that's okay. Listen. Oh, sirens and canning. That's not a good thing. Sucks when that goes on. Alrighty, I got that fitting in there, so I'm good. I'm gonna have to take that back out of there for a second if I can get it out of there. Food drive today, maybe, or just seems awful close, you know. They're either coming to our place or. Wow, if I ever get that. Get. No, I didn't get that in. I haven't got that in. Come on, Chad. I gotta go the other way. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking gravy. Alrighty. Or I think we are. It's a hard one. It's being difficult. We fix that with the cut of the. Alrighty. Beating stuff up over there, are you, baby? Huh? Beating stuff up over there? Just gonna tack it in there. Try to, anyways. And a girl. Come on. Gonna have to tack it on one side and then feed it to the other. Come on, I need more. I gotta slow up here a bit. Getting in a fizzy. That doesn't make sense, does it? Struggled to get that in there. Now I'm a 1/4 inch shy. Whew, I didn't have it all down all the way, I guess. Oh well. This is what I'm going to do. Just for me and you. I'm going to start at the other end. Get that. This is playing with me. It's playing with me. Yeah, there we go. Now it can't be too shy. All right. Now I just hammer that down in there. Don't want to do that either. There. Let's hold it in place. That's all I want to do. I'm going to give a tack in here. Hey. Beautiful. Come on. Beautiful. Smell that. Well, maybe not. All right, that was tacked in there. I'm basically going to have to hold that in place and hold that hood. I don't feel like pushing down on the hood too much. Don't feel like doing it. But I got another piece right here. So we'll cap the center like that. I just got it tacked on there for now. That bothers me. Get off. There's that piece. Let's bend it. See what happens. The marker, not even marking on that. Nova Scotia strong. Cut a little bit off this thing. Side here. Sorry, sweetheart. Oh, I've got that so crooked there, but don't hurt my feelings. Does not hurt my feelings, just got to fill it in, that's all. So, it's not completed by a long shot, but that there is what the underneath the hood's going to look like. As I have that capped in, this is the piece that we're going to put our hinges to. They're going to come here. Lay them down or lay them somewhere. These are hopefully going to come on here somewhere. We will weld bolts or nuts in there, so they'll be there. Where they're supposed to be. There was a good idea on the computer also too, like where I have two hinges close together like this. Wouldn't a nice X brace in between that make that? Yeah, it would make it twice as strong to X brace the hinge and X brace it. Would make that hinge extra special strong. The X brace does. I did it to the chassis, and I'll probably do a couple more things X bracing to the chassis over Jolene's car. But that's basically it for today. This is the inside construction of the hood. That's basically what it's going to look like. We will weld it all up, grind it all off so it looks nice. And a big job on a hood is to get it cleaned up and get it painted and all that sort of stuff. You would never sandblast something like this. It's just a sheet of tin. You would end up destroying it. This will all have to be done by hand. The whole hood would have to be done by hand. This has to be welded all the way around the outside edge, all the way over there. All that has to be welded. All the inside, all this has to be welded. And then the hood has to be cleaned off and done something with it. You would probably put a little filler on that where you grind that off, and to make that look nice. And a hood is a lot of work when it comes to that. But we're getting closer because I think we got the hinge figured out. We've got the inside construction figured out. And then it'll be just right onto the door onto the other side. And it wouldn't be long after that, we'll be sandblasting. All right, everybody. It's Friday. I hope everybody has a good Friday. We had a lot of good comments. Every day we have good comments. And we're just cruising along as fast as we can. And I really enjoy having Aiden here because every time he gets more welding done, faster I have to customize or modify or make or keep him busy. If I can't keep him busy, not much sense having him around, is there? And I like having him here because we get lots done. He makes me move. Thanks, everybody. We got to get a hat or a shirt away. Oh, we're going to give a hat or a shirt away. Here comes Jolene. I don't know where she's got the computer at. It's at the door. So we made 1, 2, 3, 5 pieces within the hours. An hour? Within the hour, we got 5 pieces in on that hood. So that's not bad. We had to get it, cut it, shape it, fit it, tack it on. And it's not done yet. No, by no means. I still have that centerpiece. I'm going to have 2 people hold that and make sure the other side's good. Yeah. It's Friday, everybody. It's Friday. Take the weekend off and make yourself happy. Do what makes you happy. And working on the cars makes me happy. So that's what I do. Jolene makes me the happiest. 921 comments. Thank you very much. We appreciate that. And all the new people that come to watch the YouTube or the Facebook page, we appreciate you coming on. We have a place where we sell merch. It's Hiltz Auto Co.com. We sell merch there if you're interested in it. We also give a hat or a shirt away every show generally. So if you're on for a freebie, you got the right show. We're it. And while you're watching, we might learn something together. Maybe. And I also, like when we watch some of the comments or something, I learn from them too. Like the axe brace. There's a guy suggested that. I seen it or was told that from Jolene maybe. And that's a great idea. I axe brace the chassis on Jolene's chassis, but if you axe brace something, it's twice as strong. And that hinge, if I axe brace it, it'll be twice as strong. There'd be no going back or forth or anything. Press start. Edward Jones, how does one decide what to do next? What to do next? How to decide? Whatever you want to. Make yourself happy. Does not matter where you go next. Just because you fix the floor pan, you jump over to the door, doesn't matter. One thing I will say, this is when it matters. What do you do next? Well, if you're painting a car, you start at the hood, and you go to whatever the fender, you keep that organized pattern. You keep that pattern when you go back in there. You keep it, you go to the exact same place you were first and right around to you were last. When you're doing body work like this, it really doesn't much matter where you're at. But if you're welding, you wouldn't want to weld all the top of the hood and then come back and weld all the top of the hood again. Go move somewhere else and weld and then come back. So it's basically, when you're fixing something, you fix whatever you feel like it to make yourself happy. But if you're doing something that needs repetition, like painting, you need to go back where the exact same spot is because you would hate to come back in and paint a wet panel when you could be painting up at the hood because it took you a little while to paint the hood and the fender. Give it a little more time to dry. Also with the welding, as I showed Aiden, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the pattern I want him to go. Well, I want him to go in that pattern because if he stays with that pattern, there'll be no heat when he comes back. If he doesn't keep the pattern when he's welding, there'll be heat there. So if he come back on number 1 all the time, keeps welding, well, that's where all the heat is. If you keep it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then come back, by the time you get back, it should be good. But anyways, Edward Jones, how do you know what to decide next? You do whatever you want to do. Make yourself happy. Thanks, everybody.